Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So as you can hear, my voice is a little off. It's a little shot, like I got like a slight cough that kind of wants to mess my voice up. But thankfully, with a lot of smart plays, I'm able to even make this video today. So today I wanted to quickly just explain why I'm not necessarily playing the Division 2 right now. And it's not because I hate the game. I do like the game, but it seems like there's nothing really left for anybody to do when it comes to the game. Unless you're new or unless you just enjoy the grind, then it's definitely something that I would say you need to continue to play. Now, most importantly though, I feel like the main reason that I'm not playing the game is because of the developer and the publisher's decisions to actually slow roll their content. So in this Christmas period, I think they decided that they were going to push content to 2020 to make their game somewhat relevant. So they had the opportunity to bring out the raid in Title Update 6, but there were rumors that it was tested with the ETF and then it decided to get pushed back. And Title Update 6 was a good update, I'm not gonna lie, but the only thing was I think episode 2 was very poor in the sense of what they released. I don't think it accomplished what it needed to accomplish. And I think this is largely as a result of the demographics that the Division 2 serves. The Division 2's demographics is a very huge demographics that's around the 20-something-year-old all the way through 60-something-year-old demographics. And a lot of us in that demographics, we can go for weeks and weeks without playing any games at all. And so once a game stops doing what it needs to do, we literally just stop playing the game. And we don't have to be playing something else. I guess it's a very different mindset. Maybe like some people might be like, well, if I don't play this particular game, what am I going to be playing? Well, most of us can just say, if I'm not playing this game, I'm just not going to be playing anything, and we'll still have a lot of productive things to do. So when the developers don't necessarily communicate, the developers don't necessarily put forth a plan of action, but leaves everything vague, then they're acting like their player base is a whole bunch of kids. You can ignore kids. If a child asks a question that you think is like irrelevant, you could just smile and say, well, this is a childish, question. But if an adult is talking to you, which is a community of adults, it's always nice for you to be able to respond and say, this is where we are. So I think another thing too is the secrecy as well within Massive, the way they handle their information layout. The way they handle community relations, especially now in the Division 1, their community relations was very, very good. And I think it was really good because they were working on the Division 2. Now, the Division 2 and Ghost Recon pretty much put a dent in Ubisoft's bottom line. So my feeling and my perception is that they don't necessarily care much to deal with the community right now. I think the company is, undergoing through some shifts, maybe undergoing changes that are necessarily important for it to continue to survive. And, maybe the investment that they have right now, they probably need to just continue to maybe, invest very little in terms of their resources. And so they think it's a good decision for them. But all in all, largely, the community of gamers that already paid for the product are the ones whose expectations need to be met. And I feel like the developer needs to do right by this community. So going months without any major drops, any major updates is pushing a lot of players away. It's kind of, made me kind of put the game on hold for a while, which is fine. I mean, I want to make other content too on YouTube. And so this gives me an opportunity. So I feel like it's a blessing as much as it's kind of an unfortunate situation. I feel like it's a blessing. It's freed me up for some other projects that I'm working on, which I will be sharing with you guys here, hopefully in the next coming weeks. Big projects, not making a YouTube, something bigger than doing a YouTube channel. I've been fortunate to work on something like that. So that's pretty much what it is. But what games I'm playing right now, I'm back on the single player grind. I played my Star Wars. I beat it. I'm starting all over again on the hardest difficulty. So that's providing me a lot more gameplay because now I understand a lot more of the mechanics. In fact, the game gets better when you play it the second time, which is weird. A lot of people are like, whoa, why would I want to play a single player experience twice? Some of us are like that. I have a lot of games that are gathering dust in my library. Some of you have suggested Path of Exile, Monster Hunter World. For those of you who suggested Monster Hunter World, I got it and I've been, kind of trying to learn its mechanics. But I don't know if I'll be able to do coverage on it, but we'll see. One thing about coverage too is you want to get on in front of the content. So when the content is dropping fresh, you want to jump in front of that and follow the trend. If you're on the late end, it's very difficult, but it's not impossible. I mean, there are division content creators that are growing even right now, which is perfect, which is how I started too. Many of us started when the division 1 was kind of, in a downward slope. So if you're a content creator, if you're aspiring to be a content creator, I would encourage you to, jump in right now. It's the best time. A lot of content creators are shifting content, not because, they don't like the game anymore. I feel like they just don't feel like the community communication is there. I feel like once Marco Style left, it just was not a prerogative for the developers to communicate with the community or put out things for everybody, because Marco Style was like their alpha tester. That's what he did. He provided them such a great service. They even wanted to hire him. Like, they showed interest in trying to hire Marco Style, and that's to show how much of an MVP he is. He did the job that Massive is supposed to be doing. So if by now they're saying there's no underground, there's no survival, we're going back to Coney Island and all this stuff, and we just don't have much details, then I think we all just need to keep quiet. So we, the community, just need to keep quiet. They need to keep quiet if they want to continue to keep quiet. And then if they're ready, then they need to come talk to us, because this next expansion that they're bringing out, the episode 3, I just hope it's good. I hope it's enough. I hope it's not like a little slice of content. I hope it's something that they extend and, provide and make goodwill for the community, because on the back end of this, Massive is supposedly working on an Avatar game. And if they want to push copies of those, then they need to make this community happy, because who are they going to sell an Avatar game to? And I can almost guarantee you that game is going to be some kind of an RPG looter game. I can almost bet you, some money. Let's bet $1 or 50 cents or 25 cents. Let's bet a quarter on it. Avatar is going to be an RPG game, and who would they sell that RPG game to? If not Division and Division 2 players, and maybe possible Destiny players. But if they're treating Division 2 players like this, it'll be a hard sell. But that's what I wanted to just make a video on. Thank you for appreciating, even the content so far. You guys have, been sending some really kind messages on the content, telling me about, the funny part is, people telling me that they didn't know that I'm black. I'm like, actually, I'm black. I'm African. I'm from West Africa. And, some people are really surprised. Some people thought I was Hispanic. Some thought I was Asian. Some thought I was white. It's all good. It makes me laugh, because it's amazing how we associate voices and with different faces in our minds, and then when we see the people, we're like, whoa. Even radio personalities, it happens a lot. All right, gotta go. Peace.